pandemic.
Yes, dang it.
Yeah. So that really sucked, especially after talking to Susan, and she was telling me like, "Oh, you're gonna be so successful. Like your work ethic's amazing. You're gonna be closing 50 transactions this year."
Yeah.
And so it was a huge bummer, especially because I had just gotten my logos made, open house signs made, all my cards, and
I remember at the beginning of the year, man, you were ready to.
Oh, I was
you were
so
like
ready.
on the runway, like okay,
Yeah.
all systems go, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, boom, the world shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I remember I just pulled back the paper on my open house signs, and I got them set up in my room ready to use. And that's when everyone started getting the texts, the calls. Oh, we're all shutting down. Open houses aren't allowed anymore. And so I was just looking at my stack of open house signs like, well.
You probably spent the last
hopefully
of your money to get them, right?
Yeah, about. And I was thinking, no, hopefully in 2 weeks I'll get to come back out and
Because
start
it's
doing
14 days, slow the spread.
Yeah. That worked
Fast
really
forward
good.
to 8 months later, and I've still got them sitting. I'm waiting. They're still pretty.
Don't give up.
Not ruined yet, so I will use them one day. But yeah, I right when the pandemic hit, I went inside. I quarantined for 2 weeks, and then got depressed. I mean, I had just set up so much stuff to start working for myself and start being successful, and overnight it disappeared. And I was sort of just laying there and thinking, how did this happen? Like, how was it in the cards that I was going to put forward all this effort and so much investment and commitment and then have it all be cut off right there? And so I think that mindset is what kept me inside for 2 months instead of 2 weeks, because it was a while before I came back into the office and stopped making excuses.
What
about
did you
COVID.
learn about yourself in that dark period there?
That my mind is the strongest possible thing in my body. If my brain isn't in tune with my body and what I want to get done, I'll talk myself out of it so quick. And making excuses. It's so easy to make excuses, because I thought of, oh, what could I be doing right now? And I'd think of a couple things, but I think, nah, like it's too hard. Without COVID, things are just too hard. So I came back in. Oh, I had you as a mentor. That's right. When I came over as a single agent, I had you as a mentor. And that setup was more, you're just going to help me with paperwork once I actually got a deal. But I was struggling to get a deal. Yeah. And you saw that. You sent over a referral who I still haven't heard back from. but when you sent me that lead, it made me realize that, like, oh, that's what I need again. I need something giving me leads, giving me business for me to convert into an actual closing. Yeah. So I came back in. I talked with Susan a little bit, and I just told her, I was feeling kind of defeated. What should I do? And she said, I think you should get back on a team and go around interviewing, find the right one, find the perfect team. So I interviewed with Andrew Lewis Holmes' team, and then with Michael Urain. He had just started Team Urain. It was just him so far. And Andrew had, I think, 4 agents at the time, maybe 3. But I came from a team where there was a couple other agents that were just starting out, and I found myself frustrated that there wasn't enough time for me, because Justin was running his own business. He had his own listings and everything, but I felt like I needed the constant hands-on mentorship of, like, if I have a question, I got to be able to, like, call you and you answer right then, that type of thing. And so with Michael, he was the only one, and I thought, he'd have full attention on me because I was going to be making him money. And so that's what pretty much happened. I joined his team, and ever since then, it's been good.